importance of it?
Well, what we requested today on behalf of the Jefferson County Commission is a partnership with Birmingham Water Works to match the appropriation that we provided in our budget that was passed on last Thursday in the amount of $1,250,000 to provide some sort of relief to the residents and the customer base of the Birmingham Water Works.
Okay. And can you guys, I heard Commissioner Tyson talk about some of the need. Can you all describe what some of that need is that you're familiar with?
Well, like the director said, that about 790 some people water actually is turned off a month. So, but he didn't mention the ones that had actually received it back on. But it's only like 80% of the people water is turned back on. So if you add that time 12, you're talking about way some thousands of people waters is actually off. And the type of relief that they need, everyone needs water. So they are going to the stores. They are actually asking their neighbors. They are hooking up to any outside faucet from a service station or anywhere where they can find an outside faucet from churches, schools, and they are getting water that way.
And who is this mostly impacting? What groups? Are we seeing children impacted, mostly people who are over a certain age? What groups are you guys seeing?
Majority of senior citizens.
I think the elderly are the most affected. They're on a fixed income, and then they get a raise in their sewer and water bills, and so it's very hard for them to meet that payment each month, and then face the possibility of having their water shut off because they couldn't pay the sewer or the water. So this is designed to help those who really need it. It's not some kind of giveaway program. It's a system that could be administered to help those who really need the help.
And I think also these days, I'm just adding this, but these days we're seeing a lot of older people, grandparents, taking care of their children as well, so they're impacted.
Sure.
Their grandchildren, I'm sorry.
Sure.
Their grandchildren trying to go to school are impacted too.
Right.
And we want to be clear that we had this town hall meeting in April. And, to listen to the residents is nothing more than what they've been saying for a very long time. They cannot afford to pay the sewer and the water portion of their bill. This has become a hardship. We would be insensitive as a commission. We're also asking the body of the Birmingham Water Works to share in that sensitivity. They cannot afford it. We've admitted on our end that we know, and we're not interested in trying to point fingers as much as what we want is a partnership. And our budget begins October 1, and hopefully this program will be in place and available. We're also looking for January 1, 2020 for that opportunity to be made available by the Birmingham Water Works as well.
So how will the aid be determined? Who's going to make that? I know there was some brief conversation about that. How will that?
Well, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, we're in the developing stages of that right now. And so there is a legislative act that gives us the ability in the Constitution to be able to do this. But we are also in the process of meeting with those members of that committee in which the legislative act gave that type of authority to. So we're in the process of working, but we're working really fast because to the customers, it's been a very long time. What may be fast to us is a long time coming for a lot of the residents.
And there's a constitutional amendment out there that prohibits us from doing it directly. And so what we have to do is make sure that anything that we do is legal so that it doesn't get tied up in a court case and just drag this thing out more and more. So we're doing our due diligence. We're having our legal team look at it. We would like the Water Works Board legal team to look at it. It's been done. It's been done by another entity. It's being done through a legislative committee. So we're exploring the possibility of joining with them in order to establish this fund to help people.
And this is a one-time thing, or is this possibly going to be looked
Well,
at again in the future?
this year is 1 year's budget, is what we did today. We didn't put it in perpetually. Anything that's in that budget is not in there perpetually. We're going to look at some other things with regard to the sewer. You'll be seeing that in the coming months. But right now, we put it in there, we appropriated it, and that's where it is for right now.
Now,
We would hope to be able to make this a continuous availability. And then hopefully that we'll get to a point to where people aren't getting their water turned off.
how soon can people expect to see this roll out?
We don't know that. Our budget year starts October 1st, but we want to make sure through legal and if there is an entity that's willing to participate with us to do this. So I can't give you a certain time.
Can you talk about the reaction you got from the board today? Was that what you were expecting to hear from them?
Well, we didn't expect them to oppose it.
Right.
We were glad to see the reaction that we did get, but you know, they have to take it to their committee. They have to do their due diligence, and so yes, I think it's a positive step working forward with us and them together to help these people that need help.
And this is not the first conversation that we have had with them about that. We have talked about this for years with a relief for sewer and water for our senior citizens, because they are being affected very, 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 very hard on this. And if you know, there was a study came out where most seniors now are living longer, and they are looking for senior citizen facilities to move in, and they want to move out their houses because of this issue.
And so I think what we've come for, pretty much, I think we're halfway there. First of all, that they are in agreement to be able to get it to their committee, just like we had a committee process. That's why we can respect what they did. So we got a chain going on, that committee, and then, you know, once they're in their budget deliberations according to management, and then it will then go before their board for approval, just like it did with us. And so we want to respect that process with the understanding that customers, our residents, they should be able to feel this in a short period of time, meaning within the next 6 months, we should be seeing something that's moving in the right direction. And I know that that's what a lot of people want to know. Hey, we need the help. When can we access that? That's why we're all ready. I mean, we passed the budget last Thursday. We're at their meeting literally Wednesday, less than a week before. So we're very serious about it. We're anxiously awaiting their response, but we're moving forward so we can provide, on behalf of the commission, at least the legally portion that we can do. We want to do it.